Hello, good day. My name is Derek Drayton, and I am the founder of Native Photo. The purpose of this webcast is to illustrate to contributors how you can add media to the Native Photo website under your account. So the first step we have to do is log into our account. So we proceed to log in, and the following screen appears. And you'll notice on the welcome screen on the left hand side there is an add media section. Under the add media section there are various options to add media, which include my computer, which would be probably the most popular option, then followed by Facebook and Instagram options, and then finally we have cloud options with Flickr, Dropbox, Google Drive, etc. So we are going to firstly add media via the my computer option. And as this new screen appears, we need to click on the Add Files button. And here we can select from our local device the media that we'd like to add. So we're just going to select one media for the moment. So we select a file called Polori, click the Open button, and we see that this Polori file now appears within the Native Photo screen for upload. And the file size is just about 3 megabytes. Now we can upload up to 50 megabytes with any one single upload. So we are well within the limits here. We click the Start button. And the file is nearly completed uploading. And a new screen appears. So now we have to complete the information under each of the tabs, which are albums, galleries, details, and pricing. Now we're not going to create a new album in this instance, but if you wanted to, you simply click on the new album button and insert the name of the new album that you would like to create. So let's move to the second tab, which is galleries. Under the galleries tab, there are various categories under which we can classify our media. Now remember, our media is a food item. So we see there galleries such as arts and craft, birds, boats, buildings, etc. We are looking for food and drink. And we now click on that particular category to classify our image. Now in some instances, you may want to classify an image under more than one category. So I'm going to simply illustrate how you can do that very easily. You simply press the Control button and click on the second category that you may want to add the image to. So for example, if I wanted to add that image to education, I hold the Control button and click on education, and now that image is classified within two categories, both education and food and drink. Now it's not appropriate to classify Polori under the education category as well, so I'm just going to classify it under food and drink. So let's move to the next tab, which is details. Here we complete the details of the title of the image, the description of the image, and the keywords. So now we have completed the information, the title being Love of Polori, an example of the description being, this image depicts a popular food or snack known as Polori being cooked by a food vendor at the Queen's Park Savannah, Port of Spain. Now for those of us who like to write a bit, you could also add additional information here under the description, such as Polori, also spelled Polori or Polori, is a snack or food commonly eaten in Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, and Suriname. It consists of fried dough balls that are served with chutney. Now also we've added keywords such as the different spellings of Polori, dough as another keyword, fried, balls, all of those words that describe the elements that you see within the picture, including other words such as street food, because it's a popular street food. Vendor, of course, is another word that helps to describe the item as well. What's important here now is that we click the Add button to make sure that all of those keywords that we've entered are registered. So now we can review the keywords. And under review, there's actually an error that we've made. In entering the keywords, each of the words was separated only by a comma. But we made one mistake if we look at the word food and then followed by the word vendor, we separated that with a full stop instead of a comma. So now we need to correct that error. So firstly, we remove the error, and then we add back those words, food, comma, vendor, and again click the add button, and the correction is made. Now we can also singly enter words. So for example, we could have entered the word food by itself and just click the word add, and you see it appear there again. But I don't want food twice, so I'll just remove the second food that was just added. So we now have to click on the type of media, which in this case is a photo, and then we go to the pricing tab. Now within the Native Photo website, all of the prices are preset unless you are a known works contributor. So in this instance, as we are a standard contributor for this example, there is no need to add any pricing information, and the screen that appears to you is a blank screen, one like this. For known works contributors, if you click on the pricing tab, you will see information to select, where you can choose the price that you want to enter your particular media at. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the Add Media Details functionality, where we have added information to the Album tab, the Galleries tab, and also the Details tab. So we save and then proceed to the next step. So now we will illustrate how you can add media through functions other than the My Computer option. So we will attempt to now add media via the Facebook function. So we go to the left of the screen again and click on the Facebook icon, and we are presented with the following screen. And on the left you see different options that we can use to add media as well. So we're going to select Facebook. In this particular instance, all of our Facebook files are visible to us on this screen. I'm going to select the Antigua file in this instance, and now I can select the media that I want to upload via Facebook. Now to select, I press or click on the media or image. I can select several different images at the same time or just one image. For this purpose, I'm selecting the one image, and then we click the upload button. The upload is quickly completed, and we immediately see the media is present within our My Media account. Now we want to again complete the information that goes along with this particular picture. So we go to the edit button at the bottom of the image. We click on it, and then we complete the information. Again, we're not going to create a new album here. So we move to the next tab, and in this instance, we are looking at people as the main category under which we will classify the image. Now under people, there are different categories in terms of babies, kids, teenagers, middle-aged, seniors. We have a mixed group in this particular instance because we have a middle-aged gentleman alongside with his mom who is a senior person. So we click in the mixed age group category. Now also in the background to this image is a beautiful landscape, a rugged landscape. So we can categorize this image as well within the nature segment, and within nature the subcategory will be landscapes. So remember, we have to click or press our control button and then click landscapes to make sure that this image is now categorized in two areas, landscapes and also mixed age groups. So we move to the Details tab, and we are going to complete the information here again. So again, we have inserted a title which says Rock Solid Bond. You can be creative here in the name you want to give to your title, of course. A simple description that says the image captures a mother and son posing for picture while sitting on a rock within barren plains of South Trinidad. And then the keywords, importantly, that we're looking for would be elements that are seen within the image. So things such as boulder, rock, senior, lady, man, mother, son. And you want to have as many keywords that are relevant as possible to make sure that the search for your image is an easy one for any user. And importantly, we click on the Add button, to make sure that those keywords again are registered. We scroll down and we click the type of media, which is photo, and we do have models in this particular image. So we now have to upload a model release form. If we don't upload such a form, the image will not be approved. So we click the upload model release button, and we can select the completed model release form from our personal documents, which are stored on our personal devices. So here I have the model release form, which is going to be uploaded. And the upload process is a quick one. And here it is 100% completed, the upload process. And we see the images appears within our My Media account area, fully completed. Now for your reference, the model release and property release forms are available from the website or on the website. You can scroll down to the bottom of the Native Photo website, and under the heading Contributor Reference, you will see model release alongside with property release links. And if you open one of the links, is available here for your download. So you can always download and print these forms and have them available whilst you're actually shooting pictures with your models. So you can obtain their signature at the photo shoot itself. And the incentive to the model is that they are compensated as well. They receive 10% of the sales value of any images that are sold on the Native Photo website. So that's an added incentive for them. Now finally, under the Add Media section, I am going to illustrate to you how to upload media, photos and images in batches. So we can again use the My Computer feature and click on that button. Then we click on the Add Files button. And here we are within our personal folders. Now what we want to do is select files that are similar in nature so that we can classify them similarly and use the same keywords as much as possible. So for instance, I can go through my personal files or images and see and decide to select all of the images that are of street food that I would have taken at a particular location. So I can select all of the various images of street food that I may have taken at a particular time or location. And then I can upload them together as one batch. Now what I'm doing again is pressing the Control key and selecting each item to upload them in a batch. And now there's several items that I have selected that come up to 9 megabytes, which again is below our 50 megabyte upload maximum. I start the upload process. As each file is being uploaded, you get a status of the upload on each file. So you can see 100% and a tick comes next to each file as it is uploaded. So the upload process is completed. And again, we now have to add the media details for the batch of images that we just uploaded. Now we can create an album, and we can call it Street Food Savannah. So that is where the images were taken. And we can now go to the gallery section and classify these images under food and drinks category. Next we go to details. Now we are not going to add a title here, because if we add a title, it will be used for all of the images that we downloaded. Similarly, we will not put a description, because that description will be not just for one image, but for all the images that we uploaded with that batch. Now there are certain keywords that we can add. So for example, all the images were food, all of them were street food, and then also all of them were taken at the Savannah. And we would also want to put Queen's Park in terms of the address of the location where those images were taken. It's always important to put the address of the location. So we click the Add button, and those keywords are now common to all of the images that we have uploaded. So instead of having to individually go and edit the images to add keywords, now all of these keywords have been automatically added to all of the images in the particular batch that we uploaded. Okay, so we're now going to go ahead and save. then close, and we can check on our My Media link to see the images that we just uploaded. So hereafter, again, we can go individually and edit the information on each of those images to include a title, to include a description. So looking at a screen that says My Media pending approval. So this shows all of the images and videos that we may have added that are yet to be approved within the 24 to 48 hour period. Now, if we want to know whether or not our media has failed approval, we need to go to the failed approval link. And for the purpose of this example, I have failed one of the images that were uploaded to this particular account. So we click on the failed approval link, and we see, yes, there is one image that has failed approval. Now, the main reasons for failure of approval, because in this particular instance, this image is quite a nice image of swizzle sticks in a jar, but the main reasons for failure of approval generally could be the quality of the image, the framing of the image, that means how have you captured the image and framed it, whether or not it is appropriate for our site. The image could be a good quality image that is well framed, but is not appropriate for our site. And remember, we are particularly looking for images that are indigenous to our region. And then keywords. So whether or not your image has keywords that have been linked to it and entered. It's impossible for users to find your image unless relevant keywords are used to describe the image and are registered with your image. And then also remember, if you have an image that has a model in it, a person in it, we have to make sure that a model release is also uploaded with that particular image. Okay, so in this instance, none of the above, in terms of none of those elements of description, keywords, were added to this image, so it failed approval. So this is bringing us towards the end of this webcast. Now, there may be several questions that you still have. I would encourage you to go to the facts area or the frequently asked question area at the bottom of the page. There's a link there that may help to answer some of the questions that you do have. If not, you can always contact us. Our contact information, of course, is also here under the contact us link, and we'll try to answer your questions or get back in contact with you. Okay, so thank you for listening and viewing this webcast, and happy shooting.